Northam was first explored in the 1830s and subsequently founded in 1833 and named by Governor Stirling. It is the largest town in the Avon region and WA's largest inland town not founded on mining. 30 years later, at this historic landmark, the first seeds of the Northam Race Club were first sowed. Jan, this is where it all started, 150 years ago in this beautiful historic building, the genesis of the Northam Race Club.
Yes, it did.
Jane James, historian and author of Racing Over the Scarp and Beyond, spent 18 months researching the history of the Northam Race Club.
Well, you know, in my mind's eye, I can see them walking up this corridor here and all looking very stately and gentlemanly into this room just here on the right, where the first meeting was held.
She outlines key members at the meeting.
Captain James McLean Dempster, Andrew Dempster, Charles Dempster, Tom Wilding.
On November 2, the Northam Race Club conducted their first meeting.
I can see them sitting here, forming a race club that's still here 150 years later.
The Dempster family, from the club's inception, has played an important role at Northam, including Maud Dempster, daughter-in-law of original committee member James Dempster.
You know, she won the Governor's Cup, the only woman to do so. She was the only female horse breeder in the Avon.
The Dempster tradition continues today with Maud's great-granddaughter, trainer Kerry de Sonia.
My mother always spoke of this horse that she had, a mare called Maria Land, which I've got a photograph of, and there's one in the Northam Race Club. How it broke its leg and it was strung up and they fixed it and it raced again.
Kerry established her own success as a trainer, landing a feature win.
From Centre Gamble, Jigs Gold, the maiden gallopers running a big race. From Sir Shotgun, Gilzareem joined by Centre Gamble. Sir Shotgun wide out as Jigs Gold. Centre Gamble's got to the front and Centre Gamble's won.
Yeah, that was the biggest achievement. He won the Imperial Stakes, which, as you know, was the consolation race then to the Perth Cup. They no longer have that, so yeah, that was quite a big thrill.
Dr. Christensen, who emigrated from England over 25 years ago, has been a tireless worker in varying capacities at the Northam Race Club. Within weeks of arriving in town, a patient inquired if he was willing to join the club, and at first he declined.
But he came back a month or so later, said they couldn't get any other doctor anywhere else at all, and so I thought, well, community spirit, I'll do it. And that was 26 years ago, still been here.
Dr. Christensen can even lay claim as a successful trainer.
So we trained Main Street Miss for about 3 months, took her up to Geraldton on a Boxing Day, and fortunately she won for us and paid $47.
He is currently a committee member of Perth Racing. Throughout their history, the Northam Race Club has been privileged to witness a great array of champion horses, trainers and jockeys, including veteran Danny Miller, who has won 3 Northam Cups. The first was Struck Oil in 1963.
Yeah, Struck Oil, yeah, and there was a bit of humour to that because the old trainer didn't back it. It was about 80 to 1, and so my only sling was he was a barber and he gave me a free haircut.
Danny's next win was courtesy of Little Imogil in 1985.
And that's the trophy from Little Imogil in 1985, and that's your best trophy. It's the best one you've ever had.
Best one I ever had. The kids used to break all the whips, so lucky to got some left, and but this is always handy, you know. If you got something you can use, it's very handy.
Danny completed the trifecta aboard the Peter Capelli train Jolly Bright in 1991. Nicole Bell has been secretary of the Northam Race Club for over a decade and has seen a number of improvements in that time, including a new jockey's room, an administration block and upgrades to the track to ensure trouble-free winter racing. One of her major personal highlights has been the establishment of the popular Gannon's Ladies' Day.
And we thought that the Avon Valley girls were really missing out on the opportunity to frock up.
A controversial move at the time was a distance change to the Northam Cup, but according to Nicole, it helped achieve a major goal for the club.
Northam was a leading provincial club, but it had no listed races, so that was certainly a drive for us, and it did work and we were able to achieve that.
Top jockey Jason Whiting recalls his win on the Alan Matthews trained Woodala.
0 engagement, Black Tom can't win. Woodala went to Master Vision with 0 engagement. Woodala scores in the cup from 0 engagement.
Nice little mare called Woodala, who was racing in good form at the time. I won a couple on it, I think, at Belmont leading up to it, and yeah, worked out a small field, getting a nice run and just prevailing on the day. Yeah, no, it's nice to have a Northern Cup there in the trophy cabinet at home. I only won the one, so it's nice to have one.
Former jockey and current trainer Jason Miller had a tough time getting My Thornbird across the line for his good mate Adam Durant.
Armiger together, My Thornbird got his head in front. My Thornbird will win it. My Thornbird a neck Armiger. Bowl Mirage third.
He was off the bit a long way from home, and then he just kept on working into it, and he made me work. I pulled up a bit big, but yeah, it was a really, really great day, and yeah, rates up there with some of the good wins I had.
Toby Roney and Paul King have also been a formidable force, taking out the 2004 Northern Cup with zero engagement.
But Brigalo's kicking. It's Brigalo at the 150. Zero engagement the outside. Zero engagement went to Brigalo. He might have got to the lead. Zero engagement wide out in front from Brigalo. It's zero engagement coming away, and zero engagement wins the cup from Brigalo.
We got down the back straight, and I sort of peered over the field that was in front of me, and I could only just see a little speck of Danny Miller that far in front. I went, I've got to get going. So he won well that day. It was a really nice win.
The Northam Stakes is a major sprint event on the Northam racing calendar, and a headline act in 2012 was gun speedster Barrackey.
Never in doubt, and Barrackey pushed right out, races away to win by paddles.
To have a horse flesh like that on our track certainly makes you it makes you appreciate sort of what you do here. So yeah, it was a great thrill to have it, and we've been fortunate to have been able to be a part of his growing career.
Current President Tony Marwick is proud of Northam's achievements.
It's a tremendous achievement to have raced 150 years consecutively. Not too many race clubs, I don't think, have done that.
From the early pioneers to the current day participants, the Northam Race Club has been a vibrant part of Western Australian and Australian racing history, and will continue to do so well into the future. We'll leave you with just a few of the stars who have made such a valuable contribution to Northam racing over the past 150 years.